Hey everyone, this is Mark with Denmark Adventures. This is the shop supervisor, Yoda. Gonna make sure I do my work today timely and efficiently and hopefully correctly. So we just got home. We're obviously sitting in my truck, Ruby. And one of the issues that we have, or I have, it may be fine for others, is the placement of the monitors, the backup camera, and those kind of things. It's kind of a challenge. Let me turn the camera around and I'll show you. So on the right here, currently I have the tire monitor on a magnetic vent mount, and as you can see, it's not the best. Down here is my backup camera, which is kind of a pain because it's out of the line of sight, and when there's any glare, because it's sitting at such an angle, you can't see the thing. Now originally I was going to put it in here, but of course with the gear shift handle there in the way, that doesn't work. So, and then of course my cell phone is kind of tossed in the drawer, and that annoys me too. So we're going to hopefully resolve all this morning and have a little cleaner, neater, and far more serviceable setup for towing the trailer. So going to do that with all of this good stuff right here. So this is a mount for all of the devices, and we'll actually be able to put our camera up there also, so we'll see how it goes, and I'm going to finish unboxing this, and then we'll get you back and show you what we're doing. Alright, so first thing obviously we need to do is get this stuff out of the way. And we remove this cover in here. Alright, it takes a torque head bit, size 20. Guess we'll have to find that here in a minute. Alright, so this is the mounting plate that goes in the pocket here, and you utilize the screws that you pulled out, that I have a fetish for dropping evidently. There it is. So the plate just sits here, and of course the screws hold it in place. So Don't over torque these. Remember, you're going into plastic, so. And that's it for the mounting plate. So now we'll put the rest of it together. Okay, so this is the plate that goes above the mounting plate. It has the two balls on it which holds your devices. I have a couple of different rods. This one's going to be for the backup camera, and this one's going to be for the tire monitoring. I also have a center one that's going to be for the GoPro camera. So, but the mount that I've got is not the one that I wanted, so I'm going to call them when I'm done here and get a different style to put in there. So anyway, I'm going to throw this on real quick and I'll show you what it's like on when I get it on. Hi everyone, I'm back. Full disclosure, this is 2 weeks later. I had to order a replacement arm for the right hand side, and that took a little doing, going through the customer service and what have you. But this is the finished setup. So here on the left is my tire monitor. Center, of course, is the camera. And on the right is my Furrion backup camera. So this is a Bulletpoint Mounting System. It's specifically, this particular one, the base and the mounting plate are specifically for the late model Rams, so obviously it works in the 24. Alright, I decided to move inside. It was about 97 degrees in my truck, which is just way too warm to just sit there, and I didn't want to have to run the engine while we're talking, so we'll do a quick recap and that'll be enough of listening to me. So the Bulletpoint mounting system, as I've already indicated, is solid, made out of metal, no plastic, very stout. It's actually relatively heavy for what it is. The kit comes with absolutely everything that you need to install it. So it's got a little screwdriver, wrench, Allen head, you name it, it has it. Now I chose to use my own tools just because I'm not a big fan of little screwdrivers, and my fumbling fingers and hands we don't agree. So, but it has everything that you need to install it. The system I obviously highly recommend. As I indicated, probably the only thing that bothered me a little bit was the customer service. And it wasn't that it was just bad or whatever. I'm old and I like to use a phone and call and talk to somebody human. And the way they do things, it's all done electronically through emails, which is fine. It worked fine. They were responsive, so it certainly works. It's not a cheap system, but after doing a lot of research with similar versions of this, price-wise is not out of line. I have about $200 total into it, which includes the cables for powering the phone, and I made a cable for the backup camera. I can also, for the tire monitor, I use a magnetic mount, so when I'm not using my tire monitor, I can actually put my phone up there. So kind of a dual purpose role there. So again, very happy with the outcome of the product. I think it's going to work well. Here in a week, we're going to find out for real how well it works when we hit the road again. Obviously, if you have any questions, comments, let us know. You know the routine. We'd appreciate your click and support with our videos. We're obviously green at this and have a long way to go, and I'm sure from a professional standpoint, we're not up there with some of the others, but we're having a good time, and it really doesn't matter to us one way or another, and we're just sharing some information about what we're doing at this point in our life. So safe travels. We hope to see you on the road. Have a good one.